Like no, I'll not take much, and this is not again like whole TeraData and stuff. So concepts, I'm going to deal with concepts for 5 minutes and architecture for 5 minutes, Tera utilities for 5 minutes, performance for 5 minutes. So this is again a demo. I cannot really put more data and confuse you more again in one day. Just I want to give what it is and how it is, so that I will try to motivate you towards the data warehouse and TeraData environments. So the data warehouse is a subject-oriented, integrated, time-variant, and non-volatile collection of data. And basically the purpose of this one is for the management decision-making process. We will deal with what exactly each word means, because each word has a big story here, the data warehouse. All the 5 words I mentioned here, each word will be having a big story, like it will carry the company's life cycle, company life cycle. It is not data life cycle, or it is not something. The data warehouse will carry the company's life cycle. Okay, and it is the data warehouse is the place wherever your company is there. It will be the all departments, all the branches, all the employees will have access to, and it is information is consistent. That's what we are paid for, and that is what makes the company growth. And it is adaptive, resilient source of information for all the departments within the organization. Not only within the organization, basically this whole data you are going to present to the company, federal, you are going to present to the other sources, and this is the future again. So, and mainly for the company, it is for decision making purpose. So think of, if you think of any retail shops, you don't need any data warehouse to tell that on Friday evenings what most people buy, bread and butter. You don't need to have a data warehouse to just tell that, okay, every customer buys bread and butter, these two goes in and hand in hand. You don't need data warehouse, but to tell that what exactly people are buying, in which season, what season, why. So based on that, you stack your shop according to that kind of an analysis. So that's where you need the data warehouse. And the product which is not selling in that particular season, you don't need to stock it at that particular point of time. And any product which is, even though it is seasonal, but if it is not really making any sales, you don't need to really keep that information in your shop. So to keep the information, to store the information, you need a proper design, because the data what we are storing is not like a month, a year, or even like 5 years. It will be the life cycle of the company. It will continue till the company grows. Okay. So in the data warehouses, in the data warehousing environments, what are the terminology we have right now? So we have source systems, data staging, database layer, dimension modeling process we will be talking about, business process will be there, data marts, data warehouses, and overlaps, and all these points we will be dealing in our training at certain level. Okay, this is the architecture of the complete data warehouse. So you will see the information sources. Information sources can be anything, like any data is an information source. And you have operational databases. Operational database is also one of the terminology in data warehousing environments. Again, for interview questions, this is a place where they will trick you to find whether how much knowledge you have got in data warehouses. So again, tools of extraction, basically like all ETL tools comes here. and then we have the data storage, data warehousing, the actual place of data storage. And again, within the data warehousing, we have two approaches of designing the whole data warehouse. One is bottom up, other one is top down. Again, the two father and mother of this whole data warehousing is like, Bill Iman and Ralph Kimball. So these two approaches are like different approaches, and how the company follows is their own decision. On top of the data warehousing, you will have OLAP servers, and as we were discussing about before, all this data, whatever we are manipulating, whatever we are cooking, whatever we are cleaning the data in data warehouse will be used by all these tools. Like we were discussing about thousands of tools in this market. So they just take the data and present in a different format to the user. Okay, so this is the architecture of data warehousing. And for data staging or ETLs, extract, transform, and load is a process basically. So we have currently in the market all these products available in the market. There are quite more just for just at the top 10 we provided this. And at the database layer, only if you see how many here, I mean, like, even at the top 10 or top 20, these many ETL tools are there, but if you see database servers are quite less because it's not easy there. I mean, like, it's storing the data is not an easy process, and it is not, and storing and retrieving the data efficiently. So that's why not many people entered into that market. And OLAP databases, Hyperion, Oracle has its own, and DB2 has its own, Cognos is one of them, and the SAS MDB is one of them, and SAP has also its own OLAP servers. And who is the end user? To use this all the data based on whatever OLAP servers handling or data warehouses handling. So these are the reports, normal reports, business intelligence reports. Again, the tools are given down here: Oracle, Discoverer, MicroStrategy, whatever it is. And web intelligence, the next level of on the top of business intelligence comes web intelligence. So this is nothing but the weaknesses in each of these report tools are enhanced or provided in the business intelligence, and then the weaknesses has been removed from business intelligence and were given in the web intelligence. Those are the enhancements on each of these each areas. And then customer built applications, these are like normally either Java based or any Excel sheets or whatever like customer uses. And then we have the data mining. So data mining is basically where you analyze the data, existing data, for a certain purpose, for certain particular objective. For example, how my company is paying the commissions to the sales guys. Is it really paying more than what they are getting to the company? And what percentage? Is it good if you pay a little more so that our company growth will be more, because it will be a more encouragement to the sales guys? So this kind of analysis, this kind of analysis we can do using these tools. Maybe what I gave is a small example, but typically this kind of example we use for data mining. Again, it's if you see, like, if you go to Amazon.com, then there are quite a lot of information it provides. One day you logged in and search for something, next day it will show you the same product what you searched for, and the people who searched for this project also looks for something else. So that kind of where it is coming from. This is all stored in certain level, and it is all stored in a proper manner, and it is all maintained for certain time. These are nothing but the data mining tools working behind scenes. And the algorithms in the data warehouses, like these are the mentioned algorithms which we will be looking at higher level. Okay. So now we have done the concepts. Now let's move on to TeraData architecture. So this is a little confusing right now because we are not really going in the flow. But I just wanted to motivate. Okay, TeraData, why it has become so popular nowadays is because of its parallelism, built-in parallelism in the data warehouse. Okay, and how we will really learn going forward. But if you see the architecture here, there are each for every node will have its own processing capabilities, and every AMP will have its own storing capabilities in TeraData. And this is one node. And you can have this kind of multiple nodes in TeraData environment so that each small AMP or PE is a system on its own. So that's how the TeraData architecture has become so popular. And that too mainly on data warehouses, which it stores large amount of data, and it really gives back the stored information to the end user in the same efficient way. So that's the reason actually, to keep the large volumes of data, most of the people currently moving to TeraData environment. About the parser engine, so parser engine is one of the heart of TeraData architecture component, and what basically it does is it's when a request comes to TeraData environment, either the request can be anywhere, whether it is coming from ETL, whether it is coming from SAS, whether it is coming from the reporting tool, whether it is coming from uh, web intelligence tool, wherever it is coming from. All this is basically, end of the day, TeraData has to process that request, and the parser engine is the first component, which is very important component in the architecture, has this kind of responsibilities to return the back to you to the end user. And then what are the utilities we have? As we were talking about, that there are quite a lot of utilities available in TeraData, like query and SQL management tools, basically, which are used to connect to the database and query the database. And there are loading tools and unloading tools. Basically, you can load the data into TeraData, and you can export the data from TeraData. And you have the system management tools, basically like to manage the system, to look around the system, what's going on within the TeraData. And there are connectivity tools for different, as we were talking about, reporting, business intelligence, ETL tools. So all these tools has to connect to TeraData some or other ways. So it will provide all those information. And interface tools like SQL Assistant, or any other interface tools you have, and storage management tools. So you have the tools required to look at what exactly going on top of, how much space is required, how much space is left, do we need to allocate more. So that kind of information also, to manage that kind of information also, we have tools provided by TeraData. And query management tools, and for each data loading and exporting purpose, administrative purpose, connectivity tools, and that's the basically like tools we are going to deal with. And then statistics. Again, these are all performance tools, because we will be dealing with each one of them. How this is part of performance again. Okay, so basically it's based on time constraints. We cannot really go in depth of them, but I'm going to upload these things to the demo also to you guys if you want actually go through these slides. And what about, okay, all these are good things. Okay, you have spoken about database and all the data. So what is for me? So after this training, what am I finally going to benefit? So the end of the day, it's all matters what exactly you get. So this will be like number of hours will be, it's not just 4 weeks or something, it will go more than 6 weeks, because we have to deal with each and every piece, and you need to get the knowledge what you are looking for. So you will be getting that. This number of hours or weeks is not the constraint. And the prerequisites, basically if you have RDBMS knowledge, that is good enough, because just writing some queries and other stuff. and what kind of jobs you are going to be eligible after this training. So you will be eligible for architecture jobs, development jobs, data modeling jobs, and data warehouse project manager jobs. And in case if you are looking for certain kind of testing side, so you should be knowing some kind of how to write a query, how I can retrieve the data, how I can verify the data from source to target. Because end of the day, everything is a business rule, and after applying the business rule or applying the transformation, how the end results looks and what to expect. So you will be getting that knowledge as well. And currently, most of the systems currently, not everybody has migrated to TeraData. Now, most of the people are using their own OLTP databases for data warehousing. Now, they are slowly migrating from their OLTP databases to specific data warehousing to databases like TeraData. So there are a lot of implementations going on, lot of scope right now. And again, as I said, when you are with data, you are always safe. So, and again, pay rate, it all depends on your market value and how you market yourself. So, but it at least minimum the end user can get is 50. I mean, like, again, companies, they don't care. I mean, like, they want the right people on the job, right job. So they always pay more, but unfortunately, there are a lot of, middleman concepts and all those vendor concepts, preferred vendors, all those things will be there. But still, at least you will be getting minimum $50, not less than that, based on your how you expose yourself. And the softwares, it is there for XP, it is there for Windows 7. So we will help you to get that software downloaded. Said that, any questions on this environment or anything else? And even before that, I request Priyanka. I mean, like, she is one of our previous training batch. So I will request Priyanka. Are you there? Oh, let me actually unmute you guys. I'm sorry. Yeah. Priyanka, are you there?
Yes.
Yeah, Priyanka, just to give some, how you felt about this online training and, how you felt about TeraData, so that, our group can get some motivation.
Definitely. Hello, everybody. Actually, like every one of you, I was also searching for multiple courses, and I was actually working at PayPal as a data analyst, and I was already working for TeraData when I started searching for advanced training, like some of you who are already doing one job and they want to enhance their technical knowledge and rise to a higher role. So that was my condition, and I tried with at least 3-4 different companies. I took 1 or 2 sessions. At some places they wanted me to pay first and then take a demo session, and I did all that, but I was not satisfied because in most companies they will not share reading material before training. So when you attend the training, you are blank sometimes, and their communication, sometimes it's a problem. Sometimes the connection and the way they are sharing the training material with you is like they will do Skype calls or something like that. They will not record the session. In such cases, you will not have, you will not feel it's easy to grasp the knowledge. Whereas when I started with e-conversions, it was totally different experience. Here, the sharing methodology was GoToMeeting. You will just get a link for every session, and you just have to click and it links. You can see all the participants, their email addresses are shared with you without any hesitation that, okay, you are going to do teamwork. Currently, I'm working with my ex-batch together, and we are developing a new project together. And sometimes Rajesh is there, sometimes he will be joining later, but we work together. They share the information very transparently. moreover, Rajesh shares all the presentations and very detail-oriented technical material very freely on Google Docs. You can download, you can keep it with you, and there is no restriction on. They know that you are going to use it for your knowledge. So that trust factor is there. And one thing I very much appreciate about Rajesh is he is a very patient listener and very patient with each and everyone in the team. And we also have to accommodate everyone. Like every one of you may not be having the same level of knowledge. Some people are just beginners; they may not know certain things. So at that time, you have to take a break, or you can explore other things which training material has been shared by Rajesh. By the time he works with those people to make everyone at par. But trust his ability. I was really surprised. There were people in our team who were not at all exposed when we started. But by the time, like today, we have almost completed 2 months, and they are almost as good as everyone else. So that is very inspiring that he's working with everyone and very patiently. He actually walked with every one of us to get TeraData installed, the complete system, and you feel so much empowered when you know that how to do installation, how to use each of this tool, and that has given me a lot of confidence. And after that project, I have migrated to Cisco, and I got better that process. Though my current project is not in data warehousing or data TeraData, but data is heart of every project. So you need to create data. Currently, I'm working as a IT business analyst, but here also my database knowledge is highly helpful. And in every project, data is going to be heart of all the activities we do. Ultimately, it is information sharing and saving and retrieving. So in that, the concepts of database are very, very helpful. So I definitely recommend this course. And I heard that 2 people are already on the project, and they are like one person is working on data warehouse project management role, and another person is already TeraData developer. So for them, definitely Rajesh is going to be very helpful to advance their knowledge in those projects. The people who are starting with TeraData and who have not had earlier job experience, for them also this training will be very helpful. And I think for starting a job with if you are really data oriented person, you like Excel sheets and data, then data analysis jobs are plenty of jobs are available if you have basic knowledge of data warehouse and SQL query and data analysis. So this course is also helpful for someone who is beginner into data. So this is my take, and if you have any questions, please share.
Yeah. Thank you so
I would
much.
try to